Very good morning, everyone. A very good morning, and welcome to today's Unit 3 class. Okay, guys, girls, all of you, I hope you all are keeping fine, doing good. Everybody, we are coming towards the end of our Unit 3 syllabus. We are right now in topic 15. Today, we should be finishing topic 15, part 2. It's going to be a very messy chapter. Okay, there is a couple of charts or diagrams that you all need to draw over here. Okay. So everybody, I hope you'll have a pencil eraser with you all, because there might be some cutting and chopping that you all need to do when you all draw these diagrams. Okay, have or don't have? Boys over there? I know them with the pen, you all have to cut and all that. Okay, right, everybody, boys, girls, all of you all, let's get moving. Okay, everybody, we are talking about project management in systems development part 1. We spoke about project management, characteristics of a successful IT project. We spoke about the qualities that a project manager should possess. Okay, should possess is correct, right? Should possess, should have. Okay, then we spoke about how to do a risk matrix, how to analyze, evaluate a risk, okay, or risks. Okay, and then guys, we came on to topic 15 part 2. In topic 15 part 2, we are going to talk about planning out your project. Okay, we already spoke a little bit about it. Okay, so everybody, can you all come down to this page over here, page number 3. Come down to page number 3, guys. We spoke about some tools that can be used when it comes to managing your project, being in control of what's going on. Okay, one of the characteristics of a successful project was what? On time and within the allocated budget, right? But I told you that's something that's very, very rare. Reason being, client keeps changing. Why is the client going on changing? Because especially IT is a very fast moving field. In the IT world, what you are doing today may not be applicable tomorrow. It's very, very fast moving. Okay, so that's why, guys, clients keep changing their requirements. Then the project, the development team has to be able to accommodate those changes. So it's very rare that they are able to stay within the schedule and within the budget. But they have to, try everything to stay within the schedule. So there are certain tools that they will do to plan out when are they going to start, when are they going to finish. And then from start to finish, what are they going to do? Everyone okay with this? Just to make it easy for you all to understand, when we say football tournament is happening on the 18th of February. Okay, as an example, if I say football tournament is happening on the 18th of February, before that so many things need to happen in order for the tournament to happen on the 18th of February, isn't it? Isn't it? So if you guys were a part of the organizing committee, what would you all do? You all would definitely set up a plan, right? We have to do these tasks so that the tournament can happen on the 18th of February, isn't it? And for each of those tasks, wouldn't you have a starting date and an ending date? Isn't it? And if you do not have a plan, your chances of failure, your chance of messing up is automatically going to go up or down. If you do not have a plan, you know what, we'll deal with it as it comes up. If that's your attitude, what's going to happen? Your chances of messing it up very high. Okay, so they say, I think I told this to you all last time, right? Not planning is planning to fail, isn't it? Planning to mess up. Okay, so when it comes to project management, okay, we are going to see some tools. We already saw some of those tools, right? Everybody, let me show the diagram to you all again, guys online. I showed it to you all last time also. A Gantt chart, a network chart. I'll show it again to you all. Where is it? It's in unit ALIT, unit 3, topic 15, resources. Okay, so when I plan my project, guys, I can put it into a chart so that everybody gets the overall picture of when we start, when we finish, and what's going to happen inside those dates. So everybody, we went through all these project management tools. Okay, everyone remember this now? We have something called nodes. What are nodes? Nodes are tasks. A collection of tasks. We were calling it a phase. Then, guys, there are certain measuring points in a project. Have we completed this? Have we completed that? What are we calling those? Milestones. So nodes were individual tasks. A collection of related tasks, we were calling it a phase. Okay, like for example, developing front end was a phase. Inside it there are a bunch of tasks. Okay, then for example, we might have a milestone stating what? Front end is ready for use. Okay, that would be, for example, an example of a milestone. A milestone is a set of phases or tasks that have been completed. That's a milestone. Okay, so we saw that as well. Okay, everybody, phase, a group of related nodes. And then we had another one called milestone, a key, an important completion point. Okay, remember these three words. Okay, it doesn't have a duration, it's just a checkpoint. Have we achieved something? Have we completed something important towards the project? Okay, we'll be using these words regularly. Okay, right. Then everybody, can you all see over here? We saw this Gantt chart, can you all see? Okay, a Gantt chart, how do we draw it? We on the left, what do you call? We have noted down the tasks that need to be done. Okay, now here it's not tasks, here it's more phases, isn't it? When you say planning, inside planning, there are so many tasks that need to be done. So in this Gantt chart, I have given the phases. So planning is going to take place from January to the end of February. After planning is done, only wireframing can take place. But while wireframing is going on, can design process take place? Yes, sir. Wireframing and design process can happen together. However, both of these need to finish in order for front-end development to take place. Is it clear? But for front-end development to take place also, back-end development needs to, have come about 40% like maybe. Can you all see this? Now guys, why do we have this chart? When you look at this chart, immediately you know how these phases are going to be done. When they can start, when they can finish. So when you have team members, it becomes a little easier for a project manager to put team members in the correct teams. Because he can see when does each phase start and when do they finish. Okay everybody, okay? Right, now we'll do some real life examples. I showed you another example over here. Okay, now here we have node by node. Okay? Here also we have phases, and inside the phase you can see each node. Okay, right. Now boys, girls, can you all come down back to your notes, everybody? Come back to your node, back to your notes again. Now everybody, I want you all to come down to page number 4. I have already told you all the meaning of Gantt chart. Can you all read it again? Read Gantt chart again, Vilu. Is a visual representation of a project schedule that shows when do we start, when do we end of individual project tasks. Agree or disagree? Vasant, are you reading? Okay. A Gantt chart is a visual representation of a project schedule that shows the start and end dates of every task inside that project. I showed it to you all, isn't it? Okay guys, when does it start, when does it finish? Okay. Right, read the next one. The Gantt chart will also show you how different tasks are related to each other. Related as in order for task 2 to take place, task 1 has to finish first. Then you will see task 2 and task 3 can take place together, can happen simultaneously. You can see the relationship between tasks. Okay, so read the third paragraph. It is useful for identifying tasks that can be done simultaneously. Okay, keep reading. Everyone know what is horizontal, right? From left to right along a timeline. At the top you will see the dates. Each bar indicating the duration of a task. Bars are positioned related to their start and end dates. Then in addition to that guys, what information can you derive from a Gantt chart? Task dependencies. You know what task dependencies are, right? What tasks have to be completed in order for the next task to take place. You get it? Some tasks can happen simultaneously. Okay guys, it's like, for example, should I take the football tournament again? Is football tournament an IT project? Obviously no. But just to make it easier for you all to understand, I'm taking the football tournament. Tell me, when it comes to, when it comes to the project of a football tournament, can you think of any task that can happen simultaneously? They can happen together. Any examples you can give me? 2 matches. No, I'm saying before the tournament. Getting ready for the tournament, what task can be done? So for example, designing of jersey and booking of grounds, can they both happen together at the same time? Because the person who's handling designing of jersey will obviously have nothing to do with booking of the grounds, isn't it? So for example, when it comes to a football tournament, before that we need jerseys and we need a ground to play at, right? So booking the ground or researching on the best ground to play in, and designing of jerseys for the players, those two tasks can happen simultaneously, isn't it? Okay, now give me tasks where there are dependencies. Something has to be completed in order for the next task to take place. Very good. Till again. Okay. So she's saying, for example, we need to have a confirmation of, so the teams have to be finalized. Once the team is finalized, only ordering of jerseys can take place. Agree? Once the teams are finalized, only you know how many people are playing. You know how many teams are playing. Once the teams are finalized, only then you can place an order for jerseys. Agree with me, right? That's a good example. That's a task dependency. Ordering of jerseys depends on the completion of finalizing of teams. Okay, superb. Okay, so when you look at a Gantt chart, guys, you can see what tasks can happen simultaneously, what tasks have dependencies. Keep reading it. You can see milestones. Then, guys, you can look at a Gantt chart and understand how are you going to allocate resources. Okay, which resource are you going to give for which task? Or when are you going to use the resources for each task? Okay, right. Then, boys, girls, everybody. Okay, now everybody, before we have a look at requirements, we are going to do this Gantt chart. Everybody, I want to remind you all again, can you all read the above note in page number 3, right at the bottom? I have said something about a network diagram. Can you all read that also? Can you all read that also? A network diagram is a diagram that provides visual representation of project tasks, their dependencies and prerequisites. Prerequisites means what needs to be done before a task can take place. Okay, so now boys, girls, we are going to draw these two diagrams. Okay, it's going to be a bit complicated, especially the network diagram is going to be a bit complicated. Okay, Gantt chart won't be that difficult. So can we get started, everybody? We'll start with a Gantt chart. Okay, we'll start with the Gantt chart. Can everyone look at the example on page number? Boys, girls, example on page number, where is it? Not this. Yeah, the example on page number 7. There is a small problem over there. Can you all cut it out? The total duration, can you all cut this sentence out? There is a problem here. The total duration of the critical path is 74 days. Can you all cut it out? I'll draw it and show it to you all. I'll draw it and show it to you all. Okay? I haven't taught you all that feature yet. Something called critical path is there. Finding critical path in Gantt chart is very difficult. Finding critical path in a network diagram is possible. Okay? Right. Are we ready, everybody? Do you all have your writing books and all that with you all? We are going to draw a diagram for this particular case study here. Okay, everyone, can you all look at the table over here? So a project manager who works for an app development company is trying to find something called the critical path. Okay? So everybody, what is critical path? Can we all go up again? We want to understand what critical path is. So can everyone come again up to page number 5? Just read the bold words only. The sequence of tasks that must be completed on time to ensure that the entire project meets the specified deadline. Everybody, in every project, there are certain tasks that can afford to be delayed. Them getting delayed doesn't affect the whole project. But there are certain tasks, if they get delayed, the whole project gets delayed. So what is critical path, guys? Critical path is the list of tasks that cannot be delayed. These are tasks you have to give utmost importance to, because if they get delayed, the whole project is going to get delayed. Everyone okay with this? Can you all just remember that example for me? Can you all remember the definition for me now? I'll show it to you all later on. What is critical path, guys? It is a list of tasks in a project that cannot be delayed. Because if these tasks got delayed, what will happen to the project? The whole project will get delayed. The whole project will fail to meet the given deadline. Okay, guys, there are certain tasks in a project that can be delayed. These tasks will not be a part of your critical path. Your critical path will only contain tasks that cannot be delayed. Are we all okay with this? So everybody, now in your writing books, everyone. In your writing books, everybody. Can we note down that we are going to draw a Gantt chart? Okay. a Gantt chart. Boys, girls, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, let me do it on my on Excel. After you all can draw it down. It will be safer for me that way. Okay, everyone. So I'll just take Excel over here, and then you all will know how to draw it, because sometimes the numbers might increase, decrease. You all can't cut after that. Let me do it on Excel itself. Okay. So everybody over here, where is the example? Example is over here now. The example is over here now. So everyone look here, where is Excel? Excel is over here. I'll just take a blank workbook. Okay. So here everybody, we are going to have the tasks over here. Tasks over here. And then guys, girls, these are going to be our days. Let me make them really small. Format, column width, I'll reduce it to 4 like. Okay. So everybody will say this is day number 0. Okay. Then day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay. And let me take it up to 18 days. 18 will definitely not be enough. Let me keep going. Okay. Format, column width 4. Right. So then 16, 17, 18, up to about 50 days can I get? 50. Okay. Right. Then boys, girls, let me zoom in also. Okay. Now everyone, can you all see over here? Hold it. Okay. Task number 1 is planning and requirements gathering. Planning and requirements gathering. How many days have they said is going to go for that? They have said 5 days. Okay. So everybody 0, 0 to 5. I'm going to take 0 to 5. I'm going to put a yellow color fill over there. Okay. It's going to take 5 days. Or we'll start at day 1, Willow. We'll start at day 1 itself. Okay. Day 1 to 5. 5 days are going to go for planning and requirements gathering. Then guys, next is we have UI, user interface. UX is user experience design. Okay. Next is this. In order this happens, this takes how many days? 10 days. But this can only happen when what is done? Can you all see over here? It says dependencies. In order for task 2 to take place, task 1 has to be done. Okay, and it takes 10 days. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days. Okay. Next, what do we have? API development. Okay, API development. What do you all know about this? Don't say like that. In order for API development to take place, task 1 has to be done. Isn't it? Task 1 has to be done, and this is going to take 12 days to complete. Everybody okay with this? So we'll go 2 days extra. Okay. Then look at task number. Let me put the numbers also. Let me put the numbers. Okay, everybody, we'll put the numbers over here. 1, 2, 3. Then in order for task number 4 to take place, task number 4 is what? The mobile app development. Mobile development. This is for iOS. iOS. Okay. This is taking how many days? 15 days. But in order for it to happen, what should finish? Task number 2 has to be done. It will take 15 days. So when is task 2 finishing? Task 2 finishes here, right? So from this point onwards, 15 days. Okay. So it will be 31, correct? Day 16 plus 15 will be 31, isn't it? So we go all the way up to 31. Okay. Right. Let me start zooming out. Let me start zooming out. I don't think you all can see much, but I want you to focus on the colors. Okay, day 31. Then in order for task 5 to take place, which is the Android version of this app, 30, sorry. No fill here. No fill here. This takes how many days? 14 days. It happens after task 2, correct? Correct? So it will come and stop here. Am I right? It will come and stop here. Then boys, girls, next what do we have? Number 6 is what? Testing and quality assurance. Number 6. Testing and quality assurance. What do you all know about that? In order for testing and quality assurance to be done, 3, 4, 5 have to be done. Okay? So, what is the latest date I can get started? Can see from there anything? Can see? 31st. Everybody, you understood this? They said 3, 4, 5 has to be done. So what is the earliest I can start? Sorry, my bad. I'll put Android here. Android here. So the earliest I can start. Anyway, 3, 4, 5 have to finish now. So this is the earliest I can start. And how many days? 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days over here. Give me 1 second, please. I'll do this for you all. View. Where is it? Freeze pane. Okay, right. Then, boys, girls, number 7. Number 7 happens when? Number 7 is what? App Store development. App Store development. App Store development. How many days is this? Look at my screen, please. App Store development, 3 days, but it can only happen after 6 is over. Okay, so we come, when is 6 finishing? 6 is over here, right? 6 finishes here. From here, 3 days. 1, 2, 3. We come here and put a yellow color fill. Then, guys, next what do we have? Play Store development. Play Store development. Activity number 8 is Play Store development. Play Store development. This can only happen after activity 6. It can only happen after activity 6, and it takes a total of 3 days. 3 days. Where is activity 6? Activity 6 is here now. Same as this, 3 days. Okay. Then, boys, girls, next what do we have? Marketing and promotion. Marketing and promotion takes 4 days, but it can only happen after 7 and 8 is done. Okay, so now, guys, girls, 7 and 8 is these two. After this is done, it will take how many days? 4 days, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. So everybody, in total, it's taking about 45 days to complete this project. Okay, but now when you look at this, you can immediately understand the dependencies, right? You can immediately understand what tasks can take place simultaneously, right? What is here? We could do all that, but did you all understand what's happening over here? Gantt chart, not a big deal, right? Gantt chart, I don't think any of you all will have difficulties. Okay, but you will have difficulties because the examiner will not tell you the dependencies. He will tell it verbally. You have to figure out what is dependent on what. Did you understand what I'm telling you? This is an example we are doing in class. Here I have directly told you it is dependent on task 1. It is dependent on task 2. It is dependent on task 3, 4, 5. I have specifically told you. In the past papers, the examiner verbally tells you. So you have to figure out which task he's talking about. Shall I give you an example? Look at this example here. Here you are. This is the task. Everybody, the tasks are here. He has given you some notes. You have to read the note and figure out what are the dependencies. Is it clear? And then on the side, you can write the dependencies. So, are you with me? Okay. So this is the difficult part. Drawing is not the difficult part for you all. Understanding the dependencies is going to it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, guys, girls. Okay, right. Then everybody, now this I don't think you all can draw now. I'll take a screenshot and put on the group. There is no way you all can draw this. Okay, but everyone, you all understand how we draw it, right? Everyone, you all understand how we draw this, right? Network diagram, of course, you all have to draw, guys, and draw it small because it will take up the whole space. Okay, guys, online, okay with this now? I'll give this to you all at the end of the class. Okay, you all have understood how a Gantt chart is drawn. Okay, now, guys, girls, we are going to go into something called a network diagram. In a network diagram also, we draw every task, we are going to draw it. Okay. By the way, guys, we can't call these tasks, these are actually phases. Okay, right. Now, everyone, I first want you all to have something known as a key. Everyone over here, let me erase this. I'll erase this. What are we drawing now? We are drawing something called a network diagram. This is the Gantt chart. I didn't think it will go so long, but it's not possible for you all to draw it. Network. Now when you say network diagram, normally it's talking about a computer network. We may have to mention in project management. Now everybody, in network diagram, now for this particular, everyone, for this particular, what do you call, project over here, we have different tasks now. Every task I'm going to put it inside a box, and that box is going to have 7 parts. Okay, every task or every node or every activity I'm going to put it inside a box. That box is going to have 7 parts. Okay, so I want you all to first draw the key of a network diagram, meaning what are the 7 parts of this box. Can we first define that? So when you're drawing, you can follow that. Everyone okay with this? So everybody, how is that box going to be? The box is going to be like this. Let me show you all. So everyone, what we do is, this is going to be our key. Our key is going to be this. Okay, what is it going to be, guys? It's going to be something like this. I'll draw a big one now, but when I draw it when I draw the actual network diagram, it will be very much smaller. Okay, so everyone over here, what do we do? It has 7 parts, I told you all, right? So in the middle, right, in the middle we have the activity ID, activity or task ID, we'll call it task ID. In the middle we have the task ID, task ID. Then guys, top left, what do we have? We have something called ES. I'll tell you all what is ES. Here we have EF. Here we have LS. Here we have LF. Here we have duration, DUR. And here we have slack. Okay, so everybody, what is ES? ES is early start, early start. DUR is what? Duration. DUR is duration. EF is early finish. Early finish. LS is late start. Late start. Slack is basically, what is slack, guys? Late start, LS minus ES. Late start minus early start is your slack. And what is LF? Late finish. These are the components you all need to know about. Then when we draw the diagram, can you all turn your page to landscape orientation and draw it, because you all will need a lot of space. Understand? Turn the page the other way, landscape orientation, and then draw it. So now you all know the key now. So every activity, every node will have a box like this. And in this box you will mention 7 things about that node. What is the earliest you can start it, what is the earliest you can finish it, how long does it take to complete, what is the latest you can start, what is the latest you can finish, and then you will mention if there is any delays possible in it. Okay. What's the page number? Network diagram for case study on page 7. Everyone, shall we start? Okay, so you all don't draw with me. I'll tell you all when to draw because I might cut and all that. It might be a mess for you all now. So you all don't draw until I tell you all to draw. Okay, you all observe. When I tell you all to draw, you all draw. Okay, guys online, everyone okay with this now? When I tell you all to draw, you all draw. Okay, until that observe. Right, I'm going down now. I'm taking this up and we are going down. So everybody look at this diagram again. 1 second please. Look at this diagram everybody. So I'll keep it on my screen also. Yeah, this is the app we are drawing it for this project now. Right, task number 1 guys, I'll put task 1. It takes a total of 5 days. Okay, we are starting on day number 1. We are starting on day number 1. So everyone look at my diagram now. Look at my diagram. I'm going to draw as small as possible somewhere over here. Okay, I'll draw it as small as possible. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then what are the components guys? There are 7 components here. 7 components are here. So task number 1 now. Okay, so I'll just say 1. Activity 1. Early start is when? What is the earliest we can start it? Earliest we can start is day 1, right? Before that you can't start, right? Earliest we can start this is day 1. So when I started on day 1, it takes a total of 5 days to finish, isn't it? Okay, so the earliest I can finish is, if I start on day 1, the earliest I can finish it is day 5, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Okay, so we put 5 over here. We put 5 over here. Early start, early finish. Then boys, girls, late start, late finish and slack, you will not fill it now. You will fill it at the end. Now don't fill it. Then guys, next what do we have? We have task 2 and we have task 3, isn't it? Task 2 and task 3. So everybody, what's going to happen over here is, where is task 2 and task 3? Over here, they can only be done when task 1 is done, correct? So I'm going to draw it very close by. Task 2. I'm trying to save on space as much as possible. Task 2, I'll draw it over here. Okay, we draw it like this. Everyone look here, this is task 2, and this is task 3. This is task 2, this is task 3. Okay, so task 3. Can you all help me with task 2? So task 2, it starts on day 6, it goes on for 10 days. Where is my this thing? What do we say about task 2? Task 2 takes a total of 10 days, task 3 takes a total of 12 days, right? 10, 12. Okay, so task 2 can start when? On day 2, right? Sorry, on day 6. On day 6. And it will take 10 days. So how much will that be? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? It will finish on day 15. It will finish on day 15. I'll put 15 over here. What about task 3? It takes 12 days, isn't it? So it starts on day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Correct? It finishes on day 17. Day 17 starts on day 6. Right. Then guys, girls, should I draw 2 arrows over here? They are dependent on these 2 tasks. Okay? Okay. Everyone okay with this? Right. I'll do one more and then give you all to draw. We are talking about task 4. task 4 and task 5 I'll draw and then give you all to draw it. Task 4 depends on task 2. Okay, so task 4 depends on task 2, task 5 also depends on task 2, no? So I'll try to draw it over here itself. Okay, we draw a line here, line here, line here, line here. Okay, so everybody, task 4, task 4, task 5. What is the duration of task 4? 15 days, 15, and this is 14. This is 14. So the earliest it can start is day 16. Am I correct? Earliest it can start is day 16, and it will go up to day 30, isn't it? 16, it will go up to day 30. Okay? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. What's the other one? Day 14. Day 14 can also start on day 14, man. Task number 5 can also start on day 16 and it will finish on day 29. And it's dependent on what? It's dependent on task 2. It's dependent on task 2. Right. Up to this point, can you all draw, guys? There's some more to go, so keep space. Draw in landscape orientation. Draw in landscape orientation, okay? Yeah. So everyone, I have to move when it's time. Okay. Up to task 5, I have done a task 6. In order for task 6 to happen, 3, 4, 5 need to be done. 3, 4, 5 need to be done. Okay, everybody. 3, 4, 5 need to be done. I'm trying to figure out where to draw it. Then 7 and 8 depend on task 6, no? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So everyone, what I'm going to do over here is, task 6, I'm going to draw it over here. Task 6, let me zoom out a little bit. Task 6, I'm going to draw it over here. Okay. Task 6, I'm going to draw it over here. So everybody, we enter task 6. Duration of task 6 is 8 days. Okay. It can only start after 3, 4, 5 is finished, are done. So what's the earliest it can start? So 1 second, let me draw the arrow so that you all can see it better. This needs to be done. This needs to be done. This needs to be done. So what's the earliest it can start? Day 30, right? Earliest it can start 3, 4, 5 have to finish. Day 31, sorry, day 31, I'm sorry. The earliest it can start is day 31 because all 3 of them have to finish now. Task 4 is the last to finish, isn't it? So the earliest it can start is day 31. Day 31, and then the earliest it can finish is 31, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Earliest it can finish is day 38. So we say day 38 over here. Okay. Then we have task 7 and 8. Task 7 and 8 depend on task 6. So I'll draw that over here. Task 7. Task 7. Task 7. How many days does it take? It takes 3 days. It takes 3 days. It can start earliest on day 39. 39, 40, 41. Earliest it can finish is 42. Then we also have task 8. Task 8. Task 8. It takes also 3 days. Earliest it can start is 39 and 42. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? 3 days. Okay. Then we have the next one, which is task 9. We have task 9. Task 9, boys, girls. Everyone, task 9. So what do we have over here? Task 9 is dependent on task 7 and 8 finishing. So the earliest it can start is 43. It takes 4 days to complete. Yeah, man, yeah. Couple of mistakes, boys. 39, 40, 41. It shouldn't be 42, 41. 41. 41. 41. The earliest this can start is 42, 42, 43, 44, 45. Running out of space. 45, isn't it? This can finish on day 45. Earliest it can finish. Are we okay with this? Then, boys, girls, can we draw the line to show the dependencies? 7 and 8 depend on task 6. And okay, can you all get this down, everyone? Boys, girls, can you all get this down? Everybody, then we'll start finishing the bottom portion, the late start, late finish. We'll then do, what's wrong? Yeah, no worries, but yeah, it's okay. Okay, now everybody, we have to start filling in the late start, late finish. Now, in order to finish the late start, late finish, we start from the end of the project. Okay, early start, early finish, we go from left to right, but late start, late finish, we go from right to left. Okay, from the end to the beginning we go. Now, everyone, look at project number 9, look at task number 9 below. Everybody, task number 9, what is the latest it can finish? The latest it can finish is on day 45 now. That's the last date it can finish on. So we put 45 over there. Don't write. We put 45 over there. Now in order for it to finish on day 45, what's the latest it can start? 42, right? The latest it can start is day 42 only. For it to finish, it takes 4 days now. It takes 4 days to finish. So the latest it can start is 42. It has to anyway meet the deadline. In order to meet the deadline, what is the latest it can start? Day 42 again. No difference. Day 42. Then boys, girls, I told you all, what is the formula for slack? Late start minus early start. Subtract the two. 42 minus 42. How much do you get? 0. The moment you get 0, what does it mean? It means this task cannot afford any delays. No delays can take place in this task. Okay? This task cannot afford any delays. Okay? Right. Come to task number 8. What is the latest task 8 can finish? No. You have to see the late start of task number 9. It is 42 now, which means your answer was correct, but the way you got it was wrong. The latest task 8 can finish is 41. Isn't it? Because the late finish of task number 9 is what? 42 no? So by 41 this has to finish. Okay everybody. So I put 41 over here. In order for it to be finished by day 41, what is the latest it can be started? Again 39. What's the slack? Zero slack. So what does this tell you? Can you afford any delays in this task? You can't afford any delays in this task. Look at task number 7, guys. Task number 7, when is the latest it can finish? To decide its late finish, you must look at its late start. The next activity is late start is 42 now. So the latest that this can finish is day 41. Isn't it? The latest that this can finish is day 41. Then for it to be, if it's going to finish on day 41, what is the latest start it can have? It takes 3 days to complete. So again 39 here also, no? Here also again 39. Any slack here? Zero slack. Slack is 0 here. Now come to task 6. What is the latest task 6 can finish? To decide the latest start of task 6, look at the latest start of task 7 or 8. So when is it? 39, right? 39 means 38. Task 6 has to finish, but the latest task 6 can finish is 38. Then only these can start on day 39. Isn't it? So we put 38 over here. Latest it can finish is 38. Then boys, girls, what is the latest it can start? It takes 8 days to finish. The latest it can start is again day 31. Any slack? Any slack, anybody? Slack is 0, no slack. So you can see this task, task 6, task 7, task 8, task 9, no delays allowed. Okay, delaying them will delay the whole project. Come back. Task number, we'll come to task number 5. Hold on for a second here. No worries, come to task number 5 below. Everybody, task number 5. When is the latest it can finish? Did you all understand why I all said 30? It has to finish by day 30 because this late start is when? Day 31, right? Day 31 only task 6 starts. The latest that this can finish is on day 30. Agree? So I'm going to put 30 over here. Okay, then what is the latest it can start? 17, right? Isn't it? It takes 14 days. No, it can start on day 17. It can start on day 17. Isn't it? So now how do we get slack? Slack formula is what? Late start minus early start. 17 minus 16, you get 1. So task 5 can afford a 1 day delay. Task 5 can afford a 1 day delay. Look at task 4. The latest task 4 can finish is on day. The latest task 6 starts is on 31. So the latest that this can finish is on day 30, right? Or something, you're not saying anything now. Correct? Day 30 here. So I'll put day 30 over here. It takes 15 days for it to be done. So the latest it can start is what? Again day 16. Any slack here? Zero slack. There is no slack here. So you understand that this cannot be delayed. What about task 3? The latest task 3, because task 6 is dependent on task 3, right? The latest task 3 can finish is on day 30. Students online, are you following my cursor? The latest that task 3 can finish on is day 30 because this latest start is 31 now. So this can finish on day 30. So I'll put 30 over here. If it's finishing on day 30, what's the latest it can start on? It takes 12 days. 19. Shall we check and see? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. He's right. The latest it can start on is day 19. What do you all think now? How much of slack do you have here? You have 13 days of slack, correct? Okay. You have 13 days of slack over here. Come to the next one. Task 2. When is the latest task 2 can finish? Remember, task 4 and 5 are dependent on task 2. When is the latest it can finish? Day 15. Are you sure day 15?
Yes. Because 16 days starts 4.
Exactly. We have to finish on day 15. Correct. Everyone, I got confused there. This starts on 16. The late start for this is 16. The late start for this is 17. Okay. So the latest we can finish this is day 15. This is the latest we can finish it. Day 15. Then the late start can be the late start, because we need 10 days. Late start is again 6. Any slack here? 0. What about task 1? Task 1, you can see this starts on day 19, this starts on day 6. So the latest that this can finish is when? Not 5th, day 5. Okay, day 5. Okay, because this starts on day 6, so this anyway has to be done. The latest this can finish is on day 5. Okay, for it to finish on day 5, what is the latest it can start? On the first, on day 1. How much of slack? 0. Now boys, girls, what did I tell you all is the meaning of critical path? What did I tell you all is the meaning of critical path? The list of tasks or the sequence of tasks that cannot afford to be delayed. Okay, so now boys, girls, look at where the zeros are. Look at where the zeros are. Exactly, where are they? 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, 0 here. So what's your critical path, boys? Your critical path activities are, tell me below, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as a project manager, once you figure this out, what will you do? As a project manager, once you figure out the critical path, what will you do? Very good. You will give top priority to these tasks, because you know these tasks getting delayed will affect your whole project. Are we all okay with this? You know you will give top priority. So 3, what do you call? Task number 3 and task number 5 will not receive top priority because they are not a part of the critical path. All the others, you as a manager, you will give a lot of priority to them. You will ensure that they start on time, finish on time, the tools are available. Okay, because you know them getting delayed will affect your whole project. Can you all fill this up now? Can you guys fill this up in your books now? What about task 3? What about it? So Rahma, task 3 will not be a part of our critical path because can you see? It has 13 days of slack. You can delay, I mean, up to 13 days you can delay it. Critical path are only task where no delays. So can you see? Where the slack is 0, it means delays are not allowed. It can't get delayed. Okay, that's what I put these. So these are the tasks that cannot be delayed. If they get delayed, the whole project will get delayed. Look at task number 3 and task number 5. Task number 3 can be delayed up to 13 days. Task number 5 can be delayed for 1 day. Okay, that's why I did not put them in critical path. Are we all okay, everybody, with this? Guys, to be honest, this is a very simple question. Examiners' questions are a lot more complicated than this. Okay, this is quite simple. Okay, it is so complicated. I'll show it to you when we come there. Like the examiner has literally said, if they have not done the whole diagram, no problem, accept it, because it takes so much of time. The first question I showed you all remember? I went through the examiner's comments. In the comments he has mentioned there are 9 tasks you all have to do. They have said if they have mentioned up to 7 tasks, accept it. Because one is space problem, another one is a time problem. Doing this will take a lot of time for you all. So the examiner said, you know what, go easy on the students. If they have done 7 tasks, accept the full answer. I don't know. Every paper it varies. Some papers they will ask you to draw the diagram. Some papers they'll ask you some questions like what is critical path, what is a network diagram. Sometimes they ask you just questions about it. There is no standard structure. It's not like unit 4 paper. I think it's about 6 marks, 6-7 marks they ask. Okay. So the diagram, I think only so far 2 past papers had diagram. Okay. Sometimes they ask Gantt chart. Sometimes they ask network diagram. Sometimes they ask the meaning of certain words. Sometimes they ask the tools that can be used. It's not like the unit 4 paper where there is a set pattern. Okay. Right. Then boys, girls, everybody, can we move away from here and into our this thing? We'll take a break shortly. Okay. Everybody, can you all go again up to page number? So now you all know about Gantt chart. You all know about network diagram. To figure out critical path, which chart do you need? Network diagram. Getting critical path from a Gantt chart, very difficult. Okay, a Gantt chart can give you an overview of what's to happen in the project. Okay, but to identify critical path, you need your network diagram. Are you all okay with this? Ikram, all of you all? Right. Then boys, girls, we break in 2 minutes, but can you all just read requirements? Read the requirements, guys. Defining project requirements is an important step in the project management process that involves identifying what is needed, documenting it, and communicating the needs of stakeholders and the project deliverables and outcomes. The project requirements are closely linked to SMART objectives. Everyone remember what SMART stands for? When you're trying to create a plan on what needs to be done in the project, it's good to use the SMART framework. So SMART S is what? S is be specific on what needs to be done. M is it should be measurable. You should be able to measure what you're doing. A should be it should be an achievable objective, something that we can actually do. We have the capacity to do it. R is realistic or relevant. Realistic means it should be achievable, or relevant means it should be connected to our overall goal. And T is time bound. There must be a time frame. When do we start? When do we finish? Okay. Then guys, there are 2 types of requirements. What are they? Functional and non-functional requirements. Okay, boys, girls. Right, guys. Can you all read that? When defining the requirements of an IT system, we generally present 2 types of requirements: the functional requirements and non-functional requirements. Right, everybody, with regard to requirements, I told you there are 2 types of requirements that need to be gathered. So can everyone read what are functional requirements? Everybody, these requirements, functional requirements, define exactly what the user should be able to do in the system. Okay, so it means providing details of the specific functions and features that will be available. Okay, so basically functional requirements is what should the user be able to do on the app, on the website, on the software. So example will be what? User authentication is an example of functional requirements. The app should be able to authenticate the user, check who is logging in. Okay, then for example, the system must have something called inventory management. Okay, read another example, reporting system. Okay, these are examples of functional requirements. What should the system be able to do? Okay, so the system should be able to authenticate users, manage inventory, generate reports. These are examples of functional requirements. Okay, then guys, can you all come down to non-functional requirements? Okay, non-functional requirements. What does this specify? How the system or product should perform. How should it work? Functional requirements is what it should do now. This is how it should be doing it. Okay, read it. They allow the project manager to define the quality attributes, constraints and characteristics of the system. Okay, so examples are what? Performance, security, user friendliness or usability, reliability of the system. Can we grow this system? Can we expand this system, which we call scalability? Okay, right, can you guys read those? So for example, when we say performance, you can say the system should be able to handle 50 users at a time. The system should be able to respond to user queries within so many seconds. This is an example of a non-functional requirement. You are stating how the system should work, not what it should do. What it should do is functional. How it should do is non-functional. Read the next one. Security. The system must use, for example, public key encryption. This comes under non-functional. Usability, reliability, scalability, all this comes under non-functional requirements. Are we all okay with this, guys? What the system should do is functional. How it should be doing it is non-functional. Okay? Then boys, girls, can we move down to critical path analysis? We have already done it, but we never read the definition of it. Can you all read the definition of it? Critical path analysis is used to identify the sequence of tasks that must be completed on time to ensure that the entire project meets the specified deadline. Okay? So generally, critical path is determined after drawing a network diagram. Read the next one. So critical path analysis is very important for project managers so that they know which tasks to take very seriously, which tasks we can allow delays. Okay? It allows project managers to identify those tasks that are critical to the project and cannot be delayed. This enables a project manager to prioritize the most important tasks. Okay? Okay? Enables a project manager to prioritize. Okay? Other tasks that are not on the critical path can be allocated some slack. Slack means delays. Can be allowed some delays. Okay? Which can allow them to be delayed or reorganized to ensure that tasks on the critical path are completed on the schedule. So everybody, to do a critical path analysis, can you guys read this? What should you all do? Number one, you need to identify all the individual tasks. We did that. Estimate the time it will take to complete each task. Identify any dependencies between tasks. Present the task using a suitable diagram. I haven't mentioned network diagram over there. You all can mention network diagram. And then work out a longer sequence of tasks that are dependent on each other. This is your critical path. Okay, boys, girls? Okay? Okay, everyone, can you look at this example I have given you all? We spoke about this, I remember last week also. Look at this example here below. Now here they haven't followed the key I followed. Okay, and guys, girls, even in the marking scheme, they haven't followed the key I have followed. But in the examiner's comments, he has said, any suitable diagram properly labeled, accept it. Okay, shall I show you the network diagram the examiner draws? Look at this. This is like Chinese, right? Like, wow, what's happening over here? He hasn't done early start, early finish and all that. He has done only early start and late start. That's all he has done. No, he has done, early and late. Okay, that's what he has done. He hasn't done all the parts I spoke about. Okay? And this is the way he has done it. But if you read the, here, can you all read this additional guidance? Any sensible and consistent symbols may be used for the diagram. This one? Yeah. This one will confuse you.
Yeah, say we do the thing.
He will accept it, yeah. I would recommend using mine because then chances of it might take a little more time, but chances of you messing it up are quite low. Okay? Sorry? Those show the critical path. Here we see the dependencies. In order for this to happen, this has to finish. Okay, the dotted line show the critical path. Okay? Then boys, girls, come up, Philip. Can we read the next one? Where is it? Can you all read these 4 points? Once you know the critical path, what do you do with that information? Once the critical path analysis is complete, the project manager should refer to it and refine it continually over the course of the project. Read it, guys. Nothing complicated there. We're talking about the critical path. The project manager must allow only delays to any tasks that are not in the critical path. These tasks can be delayed or rescheduled, which will not affect the overall project. The project manager must monitor all tasks, but give more priority to the tasks on your critical path. If delays occur, then any impact on the project line should be considered and adjustments made to the project plan. This may mean reallocating resources from less critical tasks to those on the critical path until the project is back on schedule. When things, get messed up, you will try to, give more priority to activities on your critical path than those not on your critical path. Read the last one. When serious or critical issues occur, the project manager will need to alter deadlines for non-critical tasks first. When something unexpected happens and they need more time, he will first try to, delay the non-critical path tasks. Delay those first and try to finish the critical path tasks first. If this also doesn't solve the problem, then he may have to talk to the client and renegotiate the deadline. Okay? Right, then boys, girls, are we all okay with this? Everybody, I want to talk to you all about your studies, guys. Everybody in class, we are doing chapter wise past paper questions. For unit 4, we are doing year by year, we are doing past paper questions, and we should be able to do all of them before your exam. But I keep stressing that class practice alone is not enough for you all. You all have to be practicing on your own. That's when it's going to make sense to you all. That's when that understanding is going to remain in your head, when you practice it on your own. Okay? It might look like there's so much of work to do, you have no idea where to start. So what I did is we recently learned the SMART framework now. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. Okay, so using that, guys, I came up with a plan for you all. Where is it? Where did I put it? So everyone, can you look over here? So let's be very specific here. What do you want to do? You want to complete all the Unit 3 and Unit 4 past papers from 2020 to 2024. That's all the past papers you have now. If I can get 2025, I'll definitely share it with you all. But I couldn't. I got only Unit 3, Unit 4 I couldn't get that. So for now, we'll assume 2020 to 2024. There are 2 more papers also. Sample assessment material is also there. But we'll keep all those. Those are, once you finish this, we focus on completing this first. 2020 to 2024. This is your objective. This is your target, to complete these papers. Okay? We are setting targets where you are in control. We are not setting targets where you are not in control. Keeping a target of I will get an A star, that's not in your control. How is the paper going to be? That's not in your control. But completing these papers are actually in your control. Okay? We are talking about goals where you are in the driving seat. Okay? Setting a goal where I will get an A star, you are not really in control of the result. How is the examiner going to mark your paper? What type of questions are going to come? All those are not in your control. This is clearly in your control. Read measurable, guys. Each Unit 3 paper is 2 hours and each Unit 4 paper is 3 hours long. Correct? Each Unit 3 paper, the time duration given is 2 hours and Unit 4 is given 3 hours. Since I am practicing, right now you are practicing, you guys are still not done with the syllabus and thorough with papers. Now since you all are practicing, no worries. We'll give you all can take 1 extra hour to complete each paper, which is pretty decent. Okay? Since I am practicing, I would require an extra hour to complete each paper. So there are altogether 12 papers for you to complete. Isn't it? 2020, 2021 has 2, 2022, 2023, 2024. 6 papers. Then Unit 4, another 6 papers. So altogether 12 papers you are having. You are having a total of 12 papers. Completing all the Unit 3 papers will take 18 hours. You know how 18 hours, right? 6 papers, each one taking 3 hours. That would take you 18 hours to complete it. All the Unit 4 papers would take 24 hours to complete. Are we all okay with this, guys? Now we'll ignore achievable and relevant for now. Is it relevant to your life? Is it relevant? Of course it is relevant. You guys are going to sit this exam. This May you all are sitting it. Is it clear? It's going to appear in your A-level certificate. Okay? Of course it is relevant. Okay? But I didn't fill it. Time bound. We have to have a start date and end date now. So everybody, if you start this Saturday, that is tomorrow, 24th of January, and you complete all of them by 25th May. Your exams are after that only, no? Okay, you start on the 24th of January, 25th to the 25th of May. That gives you how much? 4 months. Okay, approximately 16 weeks or 120 days. Okay, ignore the 120 days, will take 16 weeks below. So boys, girls, let's see how we'll see whether this is achievable or not. For a week, everybody, for a week, if you complete one unit 3 paper and one unit 4 paper, how many hours is that? One unit 3 paper we gave 3 hours, one unit 4 paper we gave 7 hours, right? That's a total of, 4 hours. One unit 3 paper will take 3 hours to complete because you are practicing. One unit 4 paper will take 4 hours to complete. This time will keep going down as you keep completing papers. As you keep doing papers, this time will decrease. Trust me guys, the unit 4 paper, many of you all will bring it down to 2 hours 30 minutes. Many of you all will do it. As you all keep practicing, you all understand the pattern. Okay, many of you all will not finish in 3 hours. In 2 hours 30 minutes, you all will finish the paper. Wait and see. Okay, so everybody, I need a total of 7 hours to complete one exam series. Agree, no? To complete a 2020 Unit 3 and Unit 4 paper, you need 7 hours. Is it possible for you to find 7 hours in a week? In a week? Definitely, right? Okay. So for a week, not a day, for a week, I can complete one exam series. You know what I mean by series, right? A Unit 3 paper and a Unit 4 paper. The 2020 Unit 3 and Unit 4 is one series. You need 7 hours to complete it. Possible, no? Very much possible. How many weeks are there? 16 weeks are there. How many papers do we have? How many papers do we have? How many exam series do we have? I'll put this on top. There are 6 exam series. Starting from tomorrow, okay? Starting from tomorrow, if you start completing an exam series every week, you have 16 weeks. Each exam series, how many times do you think you can do it? There are 6 exam series. You're going to finish one exam series every week. There are 16 weeks remaining. 6, 12, at least twice you can do each exam series before the exam, isn't it? On your own, you can do it twice. In class, we are anyway doing it once. So before you go for the exam, you have finished the past papers thrice. Tell me, how good would you be? You have finished the past papers thrice before the exam, if you follow this plan. And it's not a difficult, impossible, challenging plan, right, Ikram? Do you think it's impossible, challenging? I'm asking 7 hours a week. Many of you all, Saturday, Sunday, all are quite free. Finding 7 hours, 3 hours on a Saturday, 4 hours on a Sunday, no big deal. Or if you want, break it down even further. Okay, 2 hours on Friday, 3 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. Break it down even further. It is very much achievable. And guys, Unit 4 is your chance to really turn around your A-level grade. Okay, many of you all have got a decent grade for AS. You all can take it to an A star if you all can follow this plan. Following this plan where you have finished each past paper 3 times. Okay, you have finished each past paper 3 times. That is really good practice. You are ready for the exam. And this is a goal where you are in the driving seat. You are not hoping the paper will be easy. You are not hoping the questions will come from a specific topic. You are not hoping the examiner will be kind to you. No, these are all objectives where you are in control. I will do this, I will do that, I will do that. Everything that you are in control of. You get it, guys? It's so good when you have a goal where you are in control of it. If you're okay with this, if you all follow this plan, guys, you all can easily finish each exam series on your own 2 times a week, 2 times before the exam. You can finish each exam series twice before the exam. And in class, we will do it once more. So it will be 3 times you have practiced before you go and sit for the exam. Okay, everybody. And guys, I told you all right, to get 100 marks, do you need to have a perfect paper? You don't. You can make a couple of mistakes. I think about 10-15 marks you can lose. Like I said, you all can leave the entire essay question and still achieve 100. Okay, guys, like the doors are all open. They are all open for you to score hundreds. Okay, just not hard work also, just a little bit of discipline where you promise yourself at the end of every week you would have completed one exam series. Okay, guys, not a impossible, challenging, no, just tell yourself at the end of this week I'm going to finish 2020. So somehow or other find the time and finish it off. One Unit 3 paper, one Unit 4 paper in 2020. Very much achievable target. Okay, guys. Okay, right. I'll put this on the group also. I'll copy and paste this on the group. Next, what do I have to tell you all? Save this. This is also sorted. Guys, online, makes sense, right? I'm giving you all a target. I'm not giving you a target. I'm giving you all an achievable, doable plan. It's not an impossible, challenging, nothing like that. It's not too late. You all still have time. You all can easily get started. Okay, and guys, how do you all attempt past papers? Attempt it, check the marking scheme. So when you're attempting it, sometimes certain questions you wouldn't know the answer for. Then go through the tutes and try to find the answer. If you want, use the internet even and find the answer. But my worry when you use the internet is what? You're sometimes using words that the examiner doesn't accept. You get it? Sometimes the way ChatGPT gives an answer is not the way the examiner wants it. You get it? Sometimes you have to use certain words that he used in the syllabus, those same words you have to use it. Okay, that's why I'm not encouraging internet, but no worries, use it, read it, and then write it in your own words. Okay, just copying and paste the examiner's answer doesn't work. Read the answer, understand it, and then try your best in your own words to write it down. And then check the marking scheme. How has the examiner given his marking scheme? Compare your answer and the marking scheme answer. See what you never thought of. This is how you improve paper after paper, you improve yourself. Okay, guys. And one more thing I want to tell you all. At the beginning, it's going to be very, very hard for you all. Especially the Unit 3 paper. You're going to be like, where to start, what to do. But trust me, once you start and you just keep going, first paper will be super tough. You might think about dropping the subject. Second paper will also be super tough. But you will notice from third paper, fourth paper onwards, you start understanding how this paper works. And then after some time, it becomes okay, manageable for you. It's just the first, second paper that will be very, very hard for you. Okay, I just want you all to, go through those two. Okay, tell yourself, no matter how hard it is, I'm somehow or the other going to find the answer. Okay, using my tutes or using the internet or messaging me or looking at the marking scheme, I'm somehow or the other going to finish the answer. Put that commitment in yourself. Somehow or the other, I'm going to finish the answer. Okay, guys, first paper will be tough, second paper will be tough, third paper, fourth paper, you will notice it's starting to get a bit easy, manageable for you. Okay, boys, girls. Okay, focus on what you can control. This is very much in your control. Okay, yeah, then everybody, I'm gonna stop with that then. We're stopping at that point.